Beloved soul, before your mind begins trying to guess where this place is or what it might look like, slow down and allow this message to settle within you, because what is being revealed is not just about a physical location, it is about a shift in your life that has been quietly preparing itself for a long time. When you hear that a new place may be waiting for you, it does not mean sudden change without purpose, it means transition guided by growth. You are not being moved randomly. You are being positioned where your current mindset, your evolving standards, and your deeper vision can finally breathe without restriction. This is not about escape. This is about expansion. There has been a subtle feeling inside you recently, something difficult to explain but impossible to ignore. A sense that where you are right now does not fully reflect who you are becoming. Maybe your surroundings feel smaller than your potential. Maybe your routine feels repetitive instead of inspiring. Maybe you have outgrown conversations, environments, or even ambitions that once felt enough. That feeling is not confusion. It is awareness. Growth always creates a moment where the old no longer fits comfortably. And in that moment, movement begins, first within you, and then around you. The image mentioned is not necessarily a literal picture appearing out of nowhere, it is the vision forming in your mind. You may have already started imagining a different environment, one that feels calmer, more supportive, more aligned with your goals. You may see yourself in a space where your focus increases, where your energy feels lighter, where opportunities seem closer. That vision matters. It is not random imagination. It is direction taking shape. Every meaningful transition begins with a picture in the mind before it becomes reality in the world. You have reached a point where your current season has taught you what it needed to teach. The challenges you faced strengthened your resilience. The limitations you experienced clarified your desires. The patience you developed built your discipline. Nothing you went through was wasted. But growth does not stop at understanding. It continues through movement. When a lesson is complete, life naturally begins guiding you toward a new environment that matches your next level. This does not mean you must rush into decisions or act impulsively. Transition unfolds in stages. First comes awareness. Then comes clarity. Then comes opportunity. And finally, action. You are currently in the stage where awareness is becoming stronger than comfort. You are beginning to see beyond your present situation. That is the beginning of change. The new place waiting for you will not feel forced. It will feel aligned. It will reflect your growth rather than challenge your worth. There may still be moments of hesitation. Familiarity has a way of holding you in place, even when it no longer supports your progress. But listen closely to the quiet excitement beneath your thoughts. There is a part of you that is ready. A part of you that knows you are meant for more space, more clarity, more alignment. That feeling is important. It is not impatience. It is readiness forming. As this message settles in your heart, do not focus on guessing the exact place. Focus on becoming ready for it. Strengthen your discipline. Stay open to opportunities. Pay attention to ideas that bring both peace and possibility. The place that is waiting for you is Not just about where you will be, it is about who you will become when you arrive there. And when that moment comes, you will not feel lost. You will feel recognized, as if the space was always meant to hold the version of you that is now ready to step into it. Beloved soul, as you continue to sit with this message, something deeper begins to unfold within you, because this new place is not only about where you will go, it is about what is being prepared for you and what is being prepared inside you at the same time. Movement in life is never random. It happens when your inner growth reaches a point where your current surroundings can no longer support your expansion. You may have already noticed this shift quietly forming. The same environment that once felt comfortable now feels limiting. The same routine that once felt stable now feels repetitive. The same conversations that once satisfied you now feel shallow. This is not dissatisfaction without reason. This is evolution. There was a version of you that belonged exactly where you are now. That version needed those experiences, those challenges, those limitations. You learned patience there. You developed strength there. You discovered what you truly value by experiencing what you do not. But growth always reaches a point where staying becomes heavier than moving. That is where you are now. You are not being pushed out, you are being pulled forward. The place waiting for you is not a random destination, it is an environment that matches your current level of awareness, your discipline, and your vision. The image mentioned in the message begins to make more sense now. It is not something you are meant to chase blindly. It is something you are already starting to see in pieces. Maybe you have imagined a more peaceful living space. Maybe you have thought about a different city, a different environment, or even a completely new direction in life. Maybe you see yourself surrounded by better energy, better opportunities, better focus. These thoughts are not distractions. They are signals. They are glimpses of alignment forming before it becomes visible in reality. What you repeatedly imagine with calm clarity often reflects where you are being guided. At the same time, preparation is happening within you. A new place requires a new level of responsibility. It requires clarity in your decisions. It requires discipline in your habits. It requires emotional stability so that you can sustain what you step into. That is why everything did not change earlier. You were still building the foundation. You were still learning how to handle pressure, how to make better choices, how to stay focused even when things felt uncertain. Now that foundation is stronger. Now movement becomes possible. There may still be questions in your mind. How will this happen? When will it happen? What exactly will change? These questions are natural, but they do not need immediate answers. Movement unfolds step by step. First comes the feeling. Then comes the vision. Then comes the opportunity. And finally, the transition. You are between vision and opportunity right now. This is the stage where trust matters most. Not blind trust, but grounded trust in your own growth. You are not the same person you were before. You are more aware. You are more prepared. You are more capable of recognizing the right direction. The new place waiting for you will feel different not because it is perfect, but because it fits. It will support your focus instead of distracting you. It will align with your goals instead of pulling you away from them. It will reflect the version of you that you have been slowly becoming. When you arrive there, you will not feel like a stranger. You will feel like you have finally stepped into a space that matches your energy. That is the true meaning of alignment. So do not rush. Do not force anything. Stay aware. Pay attention to the signs that suggest growth, expansion, and opportunity. Keep building yourself daily. Strengthen your discipline. Clarify your goals. The more prepared you become, the clearer the path will appear. And when the moment comes to move, it will not feel like a risk. It will feel like a natural next step, one that you were always meant to take. Beloved soul, as this message continues to unfold within you, you may begin to recognize that this new place is not simply waiting somewhere far away, it is already moving closer to you through alignment, through decisions, and through the quiet transformation happening inside you. There are moments in life when change feels distant, almost like something that belongs to the future, but in truth, change begins the moment your mindset shifts. And your mindset has already begun to shift. You are thinking differently now. You are seeing things with more clarity. You are no longer comfortable with the same limits that once felt acceptable. That discomfort is not confusion, it is confirmation that movement has already begun within you. Think about the patterns you are slowly leaving behind. The habits that no longer feel right. The environments that no longer inspire you. The routines that once felt stable but now feel repetitive. You are not forcing yourself to change, you are naturally outgrowing what no longer aligns. That is one of the strongest signs that a new place is not just waiting, it is preparing to receive you. Growth always creates distance between who you were and who you are becoming. And in that space between the old and the new, there is a moment of uncertainty, but also a powerful moment of possibility. The image you keep forming in your mind is becoming clearer now. It may not be detailed yet, but you can feel its presence. You can sense a different environment where your energy feels lighter, where your focus feels sharper, where your goals feel more achievable. That feeling matters. It is not imagination without direction. It is your inner awareness aligning with an external reality that is forming step by step. Every time you visualize a better space with calm belief instead of desperate need, you strengthen that alignment. You begin to move toward it, even before any visible action takes place. At the same time, understand that transition requires readiness, not just desire. You are being shaped to handle what comes next. A new place brings new responsibilities, new expectations, and new opportunities that require maturity to sustain. That is why your journey has not been rushed. Every challenge you faced added strength. Every delay built patience. Every setback refined your focus. These were not obstacles meant to stop you, they were preparations meant to stabilize you. Now that stability is forming, movement becomes not only possible, but natural. There may still be moments where you question the timing. You may wonder if you are ready, if the opportunity will come, if everything will fall into place. But notice how your confidence has quietly increased. You trust your decisions more than before. You recover from setbacks faster than before. You understand yourself better than before. These are not small changes. These are indicators that you are stepping into a new level of awareness. And awareness always precedes transformation. The place waiting for you is not just about location. It is about alignment with your purpose. It may come in the form of a new environment, a new role, a new circle, or a combination of all of these. When you step into it, you will feel a sense of recognition. Not because it is familiar, but because it fits who you have become. You will notice that your habits align more easily with your goals. You will feel less resistance and more flow. You will see that the space supports your growth instead of slowing it down. So remain steady in this phase. Continue building yourself without rushing the outcome. Stay open to opportunities that reflect expansion. Trust the vision forming within you. The image you are seeing is not random, it is guidance. And as it becomes clearer, your path will become clearer as well. Movement is already in progress, not because of sudden change, but because you have reached a point where staying the same is no longer possible. And that is the strongest sign that something new is not only waiting for you, but is already on its way to meet you. Beloved soul, as this message reaches its final depth, everything that once felt uncertain now begins to settle into quiet clarity, because what you are experiencing is not confusion, it is transition. The idea that a new place is waiting for you is no longer just a possibility, it is becoming a realization. You are not the same person who once felt comfortable where you are now. You have changed in ways that are subtle but powerful. Your mindset has expanded, your standards have risen, your awareness has deepened. And when that kind of growth happens, your environment must eventually shift to match it. This is not something you need to force. It is something that naturally unfolds when your inner world no longer fits your outer surroundings. You may now understand that this image you have been sensing is not random imagination, it is a reflection of alignment forming ahead of time. It is your mind adjusting to a reality that is slowly coming into view. The place you are moving toward represents more than space, it represents a new level of stability, a new level of opportunity, and a new level of clarity in your life. It will not feel like a sudden leap into the unknown, it will feel like a step into something that makes sense, something that supports who you have become. This is why the process has been gradual. Sudden change without preparation creates instability, but gradual alignment creates confidence. Look back at your journey and notice how everything has been preparing you for this moment. The challenges that once felt heavy taught you resilience. The delays that once felt frustrating taught you patience. The limitations that once felt restricting taught you what you truly want. You have been shaped carefully, step by step, so that when the opportunity to move appears, you will not hesitate out of fear, you will recognize it with clarity. That recognition is important. It means you are not being pushed into change, you are stepping into it with awareness. There is also a deeper sense of readiness within you now. You trust yourself more than before. You make decisions with more confidence. You recover from uncertainty with more stability. These are not small changes. They are the foundation of your next chapter. The new place waiting for you will not create your growth, it will support it. It will give you the environment where your discipline can strengthen, where your focus can sharpen, where your goals can become more tangible. When you arrive there, you will realize that movement was not about leaving something behind, it was about stepping into something that finally aligns. As this final reflection settles into your heart, release any pressure to figure everything out immediately. Transition does not require urgency, it requires trust. Stay open to opportunities that suggest expansion. Pay attention to ideas that bring both peace and excitement. Continue building yourself daily. The more aligned you become internally, the more naturally your external world will adjust. And when the moment to move fully arrives, it will not feel forced or confusing, it will feel clear, steady, and right. Comment, "I am ready," if you feel this shift. Like and subscribe for more messages like this.